Good afternoon. Group A1 will briefly share best practices for what teachers can do before, during, and after a humanities exam to support fairness, clarity, and student growth. Humanities exams should align closely with learning objectives and focus on analysis and reasoning rather than memorization. When expectations are clear, students experience less anxiety and demonstrate their learning more effectively. Testing conditions matter. A calm, predictable environment with clear instructions helps students focus and reduces test anxiety, which can otherwise interfere with performance. Formative checks before the exam help identify gaps early. Using this data to adjust instruction ensures the exam reflects learning rather than missed opportunities. Students should use rubrics and exemplars to monitor their readiness. Communicating expectations and progress to families before the exam builds transparency and shared support.
Academic preparation strategies also encompasses practice aligned to exam tasks, model analytical responses, use exemplars and annotations, emphasize skills over memorization. Practicing under similar conditions reduces anxiety. Reviewing procedures and pacing strategies ahead of time helps students focus rather than logistics. Short, well written checks and discussions reveal misconceptions before exam day. Addressing these improve fairness and the accuracy of assessment results.
My name is Courtney, and in this part of our presentations, we're going to focus on what teachers need to be doing during the exam to ensure fairness, consistency, and integrity across the board for all students. First thing we're going to touch on is late arrival and absences. Clear rules for late arrival and absences need to be set ahead of time. This helps keep exams fair, right? When expectations are set ahead of time, students already know what to expect. Next, we're going to touch on accommodations. Accommodations during the exams are meant to give students access, not an advantage. And as teachers, we should always follow the document plans like IEPs and 504 plans. Providing accommodation to students in a respectful way and a private way maintains dignity and also ensure that the assessment is being fair across the board. If a student asks you a question, you want to make sure that you give the same type of response to all students. Why? Because this maintains fairness and also protect the integrity of the assessment.
Okay, now I'd like to chat about managing frustration and anxiety around assessments. The biggest thing is to be a calm and supportive presence within the classroom. And the biggest thing that we need to do is to make sure that students know to take the test and assessment at their own pace. Some may finish faster than others, but making sure that the students that finish first know that they cannot be a disruptive presence within the classroom so that students can take their time and finish within the allotted time period. When it comes to grading and communicating the results, an aligned rubric is very important because it makes sure that there is no questions what is being graded and how it is being graded. And then we can give very specific feedback to that so that we can promptly show the students what their results are. And then finally, when it comes to remediation, we just need to take the data that we were given from the students and be able to integrate this for future instructions, be able to offer different opportunities, and to avoid reteaching things that they may know or teach things that we missed. Thank you guys so much for listening to our presentation, and here are our references.